Alright, you're welcome back to my studio. This is my second video on learning to sew. Yes, I hope you watched the first video. This video is for starters, those who want to begin to learn to sew, the things you need to do. So in this video, I'm talking about strictly about 3 basic things you need to know and you need to do. You need to know them as you start to learn to sew. Okay, the first thing you need to know your sewing kit. Yes, what are the things that I need? You need scissors. You understand? You need scissors. You need tape measurement. You need rulers, the small ruler. You need a long ruler. You need tailor's pins. You need your curves that you use to draft your patterns. You need your pattern papers. Yes, you need your pattern papers. You need the tailor's chalk. You understand? Because you need it to mark as you draw your patterns. There are so many things you need. You can easily walk into all these shops where they sell tailoring materials and just ask for basic things that you can use as a starter as you learn to sew. So that's that about things you need your sewing kit. Now the next thing I'm going to talk about are the machines. People used to ask, okay, GB, what kind of machine do I buy? I used to say something. See, as a starter, all you need as you are starting is a domestic machine, the one you can use at home, you understand, and you need an electric machine. It says GB, yes, gone are the days that we learn with treadle machine. Treadle machine is the one that comes with stand that you'll be driving. Do you understand? It's not electric, it's manual. But these days I tell trainees, cut the crap. Get an electric machine, a domestic machine that has an electric motor attached to it. Get a stand for it. You can even still use a treadle for it, but make sure an electric motor is attached to it and learn to sew. It will make sewing easier for you. If you are using the manual one, to learn the manual one too, it's going to take time because the machine has direction. It moves in a direction. At times it can take you up to like 2 to 1 month, 2 weeks to 1 month before you can even learn how to master the direction if you are using the manual machine. So I said, please save yourself some stress. If you are starting to learn how to sew, get an electric machine. You understand? There are different types of machine. You are going to get a straight sewing machine. You have the zigzag machine, you have the embroidery machine, you have weaving machines. Do you understand? That even domestic. But all you need is a straight sewing machine. And you might want to ask, GB, okay, what brand? I said, get a good brand. What I used to do in my early days is that I make sure I buy from good dealers. So in case I get home and it develops a quick fault, I can easily go back, take it back to them, and then they will exchange for me or give me another one. Do you understand? And each time I go to buy, I used to do something. I make sure that they set it up for me. They set up the machine, they set up the stand that I'm using for it. So I just put it in a cab and I'll bring it home. Like that, I'll just start using it immediately. So I won't need to get a technician. But if you don't set it up in the market from the person who sold it for you and they do it at free cost, you will have to get home and get a technician to do it for you. Do you understand? So you can save yourself some money. And also make sure you are buying an electric machine, you are buying a machine in the market, make sure it is tested. Ensure it sews before you buy. It is very, very important. So that is that about machine. So the moment you get your machine, just read the manual, learn how to thread it. Do you understand? Then since it's electric, it only moves in one direction. You can start learning to use it gradually. You can't finish knowing it in a day. You have to practice until you become better. Get patches of clothes in your house and start trying it. Before you know, you start joining 2 fabrics together. That is how you can learn to sew. Then before you know, you start running at a speed. Then do it for like 2 to 1 month. Just join anything you see in the house. Get fabrics, get patches, start joining it together. As you get to know it and you do better, you too, that you are learning it, and it will help you as you begin to cut some simple styles. Then the last thing, the third thing that you need to know, I've mentioned the sewing kits, the things that you need to buy. You understand? The sewing equipment and kits, your rulers, your pencils, your pattern papers, your tailor's chalk, all those ones. Those were the first thing. The second thing, I said the machines that you need. Then third thing are the measurement. You need to get familiar with your measurement. Get a tape and read it. 36 inches makes 1 yard. I always advise that beginners, they should learn their tape in inches instead of in centimeters. Inches will be easier for you. So learn to use inches On your tape rule, 36 inches equals 1 yard. 18 inches is half yard. 9 inches is a quarter yard. And you can see on your tape rule, learn how to read it. You have quarter, you have half, you have 3/4, you have 1. You have 1/4, you have 1.5, you have 1/3/4, you have 2. You have 2 1/4, you have 2.5, you have 2 3/4, you have 3, and it goes like that till you get to 60. Do you understand? If you are not, if you prefer to read in decimals, fine. 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, 1, 1.25, 1.5, 1.75, 2, 2 inches, 2.25, 2.5, 2.75, 3, 3.25, 3.5, 3.75, 4. That's the way it goes up to 60. You need to get acquainted with your tape. So those 3 things, very, very important. The sewing kit, get there. You will need them. The scissors, the rulers and stuffs, the machines. Get your machine and start learning to sew at home. There's no way you can't use mouth to learn sewing. You must have a sewing machine that you will use to practice from the house. Then get acquainted with your tape rule. So in the next video, I'm going to start introducing you to some simple straight styles that you can learn to cut by yourself. I have a workbook that I've prepared. I'm going to make it available to you. Yes, if you need it, you ask me. Yes, I have a workbook that I've prepared that you can use for that. Do you understand? So but I'm going to introduce you simple styles, straight style that you can start cutting by yourself, and you start using it to learn how to sew even right from the corner of your house. So I'll see you in the 3rd video. Bye bye. See ya.